dear students, hope you all are doing good. Today we are starting with lesson number 11, essay writing. What we are starting with? Essay writing. So before starting with chapter, I would like to share something that what actually an essay is. An essay is generally a piece of writing that gives the author's own argument. So what do you understand by thing? How the essay start? In essay, a topic is placed and an argument is placed with the topic. Okay dear student, moving further, it is generally a short piece of writing. What piece of writing it is? A short piece of writing, outlining the writer's perspective of story. So this is the most important thing about an essay. What do we understand by essay? In an essay, we totally read that what the writer really thinks about that topic. A writer choose a topic, then write a whole essay about it, and then we readers, we come to know that what actually an essay is about it. So I hope, and what is an essay? It is little bit clear to all of you. It is often considered synonymous with a story or a paper or an article. Yes dear student, essay is little bit similar to these three things. Synonymous with paper, article and story. So what can we conclude through this? That what actually an essay is? Essay is a topic chosen by a narrator, an author. Then an author write about it. We come to know about what the author is really thinking about it. We come to know that what are author views about it. And then an argument is also placed at the same time in an essay. So hope essay, what is the definition of essay or what the essay really means is clear to all of you. Moving further in your chapter now, I am reading from your chapter, page number 83, again I am repeating. First line, essays can be written in different styles. Try to understand one thing beta, that essay is simple and it is written in many forms. It can be written in many forms. The thing which is simple, it can be written in many forms. In different styles, there are many styles for writing down the essay, depending on the subject and it proposed. But what does it depends on? It depends on that and which subject you are writing, what is the purpose of that. So moving further, we are coming to the first type, which is descriptive essay. What we are going through? Descriptive essay. So what is a descriptive essay? First of all, try to understand the thing. Just pronounce this word descriptive. What is coming under it? What is coming under descriptive? In descriptive, we are getting a word which is called describe. What we are getting a word which is called describe. So we just get a little bit clue about it, that what does the descriptive essay means? Descriptive essay means to describe something. Okay? I hope it is easy for you. This is like a key word you can use just to remember that what is descriptive essay. So descriptive essay beta is a genre of essay that asks the student to describe something. You have to describe something. Like it can be at any object. You can describe about any object, about any person, the meeting with him, the place, the experience in each essay, whichever type it is. Little bit experience you have to describe. You have to write down little bit experience of it. Then emotions. Emotions are compulsory in essay because you are trying to express what you are feeling and you have to write down it, and then all the people who are reading your essay have to understand it. So your feelings and emotions have to be very clear. Situation, etc. So there are many points which you can write descriptive essay. This genre encourages the student's ability to create a written account of a particular experience. By writing a descriptive essay, you can have an account that account of written documents, that what you have to write, how you have to mention, how you have to explain it. So dear students, by writing descriptive essay, you can give an account that what are you actually really want to express. Okay dear students, now I am reading it. A descriptive essay describes a process or the characteristics or a structure of something. As I've said, what does this word mean? Descriptive. What is coming in it? Describe. So what do you understand by this? That descriptive essay describes a process. We are describing a process and its characteristics, its features we are describing, its nature we are describing, or structure of something, or any kind of structure we are describing. Moving further to the second type of our essay, which is narrative essay. The second type is narrative. First is descriptive. Second we are moving towards is narrative essay. Now what do you understand by narrative essay? Again, a word is coming in it. Its definition can be made from it. Narrative means to narrate. What does the narrative means, beta? What a word is coming in it? Narrate. So in here we are describing, now here we will narrate. And what we will be arranged? A sequence of events. What we will actually, narrate, students? A sequence of events. We will get to know about, or you have to write about the sequence of events which you have faced, or which you want to express towards the audience or the readers. A narrative essay usually narrates a sequence of events, as I have said before. Narrative, narrate. What does it narrate? A sequence of events. You have to learn it like this. You have to just have to connect the things like this. It may give background information. Now, what kind of narrative essay you can write? It can be about anything's background, anyone's person background, or the consequences of actions. That when the actions have held, what were the consequences of it? So this is how you can write narrative essay. Moving forward for the third one. The third one is persuasive essay. What we are studying now? Persuasive essay. What actually is a persuasive essay? A persuasive essay tries to convince a reader about something through a series of arguments. Now, this kind of essay totally depends on the series of arguments, that how the argument starts. Okay, the writers write an argument, writer starts with a topic, describes this, then he starts with an argument. Argument about what? Argument that he would like to change little bit of your thinking. He would like to change little bit of your point of view. The main focus is that he wants to, whatever you are thinking, through his essay, he would like to change your point of view. And if your point of view is not changing, then slight of your view about that topic should be changed. Okay, student, moving further. A persuasive essay tries to convince the reader about something through a series of arguments. A series of arguments are mentioned in that essay, that why you should choose that or why you should choose not that, and make many recommendations. What do you mean by recommendations? When an argument is placed, so then author is placing you suggestions. Recommendations mean suggestions. That author is trying to place you in suggestions. That should we judge it? How should we judge that, judge the topic like that? It presents an idea or a point of view. What does an author? Author keeps a point of view here. In persuasive essay, what an author is trying to do? Author is trying to keep a point of view here. Okay, student? By implication, it tries to persuade another person to change or at least consider changing their opinion about the subject. I have already explained that here author is trying just to get that you should little bit change your point of view about it, or you should have you should have a feeling that you should at least consider that changing opinion about the subject. Okay, student? Moving further. Narrative essays frequently contain all necessary components of action development. Now underline the word narrative essay. So what we are coming to it, that what do actually the narrative essays do? Narrative essay is an important thing that has been mentioned for you. What does the narrative essay do? The narrative essay contains all the important components which are needed for an action development, which we can have an interest, like what all it can do. Protagonist. What do you mean by protagonist? A person who is acting, who is, who can be the main actor of a drama. Setting, goal, obstacles means hurdles. Climax, that how the situation was and then how the climax came and how the situation has been changed. And resolution, and after the ending, the resolution. When writing in the narrative style, it is important to pay close attention to order. We have already learned in the second paragraph that narrative essay usually narrates a sequence of events. So now what we are here understanding it, that we have to keep in mind that we have to pay close attention towards it, towards the order and towards the chronology and towards the mood. Okay, dear student? Many descriptive elements should be included. Now, these two are connected now. Why they are connected? Because many of the descriptive essay elements should be included in narrative essay. So these two are connected now. They are interconnected now because descriptive essay elements should be present in narrative essay. You have to describe the structure of the thing or the characteristics of something. Okay? Now we are moving towards the next line, towards the next topic, tone and voice. What do you understand by tone and voice? So student, here tone and voice are the elements that tell us about the circumstances surrounding a statement or scenario. They are the elements which makes the essay interesting. We get an interest and we get to know about that what is happening, what are the circumstances around the surrounding, around the statement. They can be as simple as punctuation, now this line is very important, or as complex as elements within the parts of speech. So it totally depends on the writer who is writing an essay that how the essay should be. It should be a simple or it should be complex. Now moving forward, there are some examples to explain the types of tone which change the reader's point of view. Like run. This is a very simple statement, run. We do not get any kind of feeling that run. If we just read it and then we move forward towards it. Now come on, next line, run with an exclamation mark. So what does it mean? The statement now takes an urgent tone, that run. It's now an urgent, it is something emergency. Okay, so now the feelings have been changed, the expressions have been changed, the emotions have been changed for the topic, for the word run. Now run with a question mark. Now this statement is questioning. Now it is not in a mode of anything, not in a mode of simple or not in a mode of urgent tone. Now it is in a mode of questioning, of a question mark. So another example we should also read, have a glimpse of it. She ran frantically. The use of an adverb introduces an element of action of danger. What here the adverb is describing? An action or danger. She ran frantically. Something wrong is there. Now she broke into a quick jog. The statement describes a calm state of events. So by these two examples, what we can conclude, students, that in first one we are getting an essence of anger and in second one we are getting an essence of a calmness. So this is how tones and voices are used to change the to set a perspective for the readers that what actually it is happening. The tone is the feel of the piece, the mood and the emotion it evokes. I have already explained you that it is a feel of piece which evokes the emotions and mood. We have started, this is happening. These kinds of emotions are there for writers. This is created by many things. Tone and voice, it is very, it is an important part of an essay. So it has to be created with many things. For example, including word choice, the word choice we are using here, this sentence structure, and unity of images and metaphors. So these are the things which have to be, we have to keep in mind before using tone and voice and we are writing down an essay. Depending on the choices of a writer makes, he or she can create an ominous tone. What do you mean by ominous tone? Ominous tone means suggesting that something bad is going to happen. So if you are writing an essay, you can create it in an ominous tone, which means that something wrong is going to happen, something bad is going to happen. It can be in a comical tone. You can put a comedy here there. You can put it in a comical way, or you can put it in a sarcastic tone. So what do you mean by sarcastic tone? You can put it in an irony tone, okay, or anything in between. So it totally depends on the writer, that what kind of points he wants to write, that what kind of an essay, what kind of a mood should be. It may be ominous, it could be sarcastic, it can be simple, it can be comical, it can be in any way. It can be on any way. Now we are moving forward on page number 84, lesson 11. Here student, two examples are given. Like on this arrow, two examples are given. I am just reading both of the examples first and then I will make you understand that what it is about. Grey snow fell like ash from the sky and the smoky black clouds above seemed to pour from an invisible wire. When the flakes settled, they covered everything like a sheet over a corpse. This is the first one. Second one I am going through. The snow that fell from the sky was as white and puffy as white cream over hot chocolate. The dark clouds reminded me of chocolate muffins, and the spinning flakes, as they settled on the ground, might have been glazed gems of sugar. So student, before proceeding, try to understand that these two essays, that these two lines are of same scene which is described. They are of same scene. They are not different. They are of same scene. On the first line, on the first one, what we are getting? Grey snow fell like ash from the sky. Which kind of a mood we are getting? An ominous mood, a bad mood. That snow was looking like an ash, smoky black clouds. Generally, black clouds is in movies also it is shown like that something bad is going to happen. Whenever we shows in the movie that black clouds have happened, we get a situation in mind that something wrong is going to happen. And seemed to pour an invisible fire. When the flakes settled, they covered everything like a sheet over a corpse. Now on the second on the second thing. The snow that fell from the sky was as white and puffy as white cream over hot chocolate. Here we get an essence of calmness, that the snow which fell, which was compared to a hot chocolate, which everyone liked. The dark clouds reminded me of chocolate muffins, and the spinning flakes as they standing on the ground might have been glazed gems of sugar. So how they were looking like? They were looking like a gems of sugar. So in the above sentences, something simple is being described. In first one, the characteristics, the writing essence was simple. But because of the word choices, again, this is very important, underline this word choices, and the imagery, the tone is very ominous. How is a tone? The tone here is very ominous. Our senses that something bad is about to happen. The way it is describing, we can get a glimpse, we can get a view that something bad is going to happen. We have to be ready for it, to read. Now on the second scene, here the same scene is described. The same scene is described here, but it is happier, as if viewed by a character inside a cozy home. There was a, what can we feel? We are feeling happy while reading it because it is describing something which is, going under a home. Instead of a story about storms and death, this is better be suited to a scene about a family holiday. Instead, what can a writer can choose? It can choose about, about storms and that. But what we are reading about here, we are reminding of getting a family holiday. We are enjoying a family holiday. Okay, a scene of family holiday. We are getting it. Now on the next paragraph, which is not that much important, but you all should read it. Try to use images, words and sentences, structures that suits the mood of your story. You have to create it. You can create an images which can show the structure of the story, how is your mood in your story. Like choose a tone that is appropriate for the type of piece you are writing and emotions you are trying to evoke. Like in this example has also been given. I am reading an example. I have no idea it affected you so much. Affect, it's a noun. You dangling participle. So what are we getting here? An ominous tone, a bad tone. A man is angry. A girl is saying affected, but it is not the word. So he is saying it's not affected, it's affected. First, just listen, maintain your grammar skills. Okay, student? So I hope you all have understand the page number of 84 also. It is very simple and very clear. Now there are some examples are giving. But before reading an example, so you all have to make essay. So I would like to share that how an essay should start. The most important point, that how an essay should start. So what should be in starting of essay? What you all guys think? That how should be an essay should start? First of all, you have to start an essay with an imagination. You have to start an essay with imaginary world. You have to explain that what the surrounding has been. You have to explain briefly about the surrounding, that what is happening. You have to, give a sequence of events. That this is how the starting of an essay. Then you have little by little. Then on the on the same paragraph, you can come to about the main topic. That what the main topic is about. About which topic we are talking. Okay, dear students? Then you have to you have to start the story or whatever you are writing about it. You have to give a full account of an essay, that why this topic has been chosen, why you have to write, you have to give us a whole account that why we are writing about this topic. Then you have to describe the problem or whatever essay you are trying to explain. Then it should be, you have to give a detailed account. Essay is totally detail. Like in email writing and letters we all write, we have to do many kinds of formalities, right? Like we have to write, subject, date. No, essay just starts like this. We don't need any kind of starting of essay. Essay just starts like this and then it continues. So when essay is continuing, you have to continue it, and then you have to give an enclosure to it, an ending to it. You have to put your arguments on it, you have to put your point of views on it, you have to put in everything on it. Depends on which kind of essay you are choosing. Also students, try to understand it. You have to explain it in brief about your topic. You have to give your points of view in it. Your points of view are the most important thing in an essay. Okay, dear student. Now we are moving forward on page number 85. Essay writing. The voice is the attitude of the narrator or author, and the speech patterns and inflections that reveal his attitude and purpose. So what here the essay means, that we come to know that what is attitude and what is the purpose of it. This is indicated by the way the text is spoken. How we come to know about it? The text is spoken, and the attitude it reveals, this also can have an effect on tone. At the same time, it can has an effect on tone also. A first person narrator might relay the same information in several different ways. So there are many kind of ways, Sometimes you can be, you can show a sense of irritation. Sometimes you can show in a colorful way. Sometimes you can show in a calm way, urban way. So there are many kinds of ways in which you can show your point of view. Like the first example, as I entered the restaurant, I inadvertently collided with another gentleman and of course begged his pardon, but he ignored me and continued about his business. I thought that was rude of him. So what kind of expression you came? The narrator in the scene is very polite, you know, he is very polite. He first begged the pardon, he first begged for his attention, but when he didn't give the attention, he politely, you know, handled it. Then professional, of course, we can have an essence that the author is professional here. One gathered that the narrator is calm, civil and urban. Compare it with this writer. Now we are reading of another writer about it. I was going into the restaurant when this twit bumped into me. I muttered an apology, but he didn't even listen to me. He just kind of shoved aside and went back to all his important business. Who did you think I was? Twit. So here what kind of, you know, expressions we are getting? The voice of peace is less formal, it is very informal. That he started that he, you know, he didn't listen it, we can get an essence of anger. On the first one, the anger was controlled. He professionally said that. But it was more colorful than before the first one. So it was more colorful. Hint of sarcasm, there was a sarcasm also, and there was a sense of irritation which is totally, we can notice it. You know, in every line we can notice that this tweet bumped into me and he didn't even listen to me. He just kind of shoved aside and went back to all his important business. Who did he think he was? Tweet. So here what we can study, student, that there is an essence of irritation is here there. Now the voice of this piece is less formal but more colorful, and hints of sarcasm and irritation are noticeable. Okay dear students, hope you all understood. Here are some topics in which you can write essay, that what is more important, actions or intentions, why is telling the truth important. So here beta you can write it with, you know, some of your, you can start with a topic and then you can put a story also in it, your experience also in it, your expressions, feelings, whatever you want. I have already explained you how to write an essay. So you should, if you are free, you should practice an essay because your exams are coming, it is very important for you. So please student, try to, you know, try to practice it, and if you have any kind of doubt you can ask. Moving further, on page number 86, now we are moving towards on the page number 86. Here is an essay written. I am just reading an essay. We will get to know that what about an essay is. The falling rays of the sun cast a golden mist in the evening sky at Giza. What here we come to know? First of all, how it is started, that about the surroundings, explanations of surroundings. A location has been showed, a place has been showed here. As the last flock of tourists gather to watch a sound and light show retire from the comforts of cushioned seating to a humpback ride back to the hotel, the day-long crowded narrow lanes now become a private walkway for young Nasir. So what here we are? It is telling about a, you know, just telling about that, about a current thing that was happening when the essay started. Then we come to the main protagonist. Who is the protagonist here? Who is the drama? Who is the man on the drama here? Nasir. Nasir is a boy here, heading back home from his evening Quran classes. Quran classes, I hope you all know, like Hindus follows, you know, Gita and Mahabharata. Christians, you know, study Bible. So Muslims here study Quran. So after getting a Quran classes, Nasir glanced back the headlines of Al-Qut. Al-Qut is the name of a newspaper here. What is the name? It is a name of a newspaper here. In the local evening newspaper, his eyes followed the faint light. Faint light. So what kind of an, you know, emotions we came to know here? That it is an ominous essay. And from flickering lanterns along the road to read. Dry winds on the rise, Khamsin may hit Giza. So which kind of essence we can see? That it is a bad news. The heading was bad. The Khamsin, the violent dust storms that rise from the hot Sahara desert fill the air with waves of sand and a cast murky cloud blanketing the sunlight. What we can understand through it? We can understand through it that we are talking about a storm. Nasir has read the once that French army under the command of General Napoleon Bonaparte decided to invade Egypt. The deadly Khamsin arose from the east of Giza. The natives went to take cover when the French did not react until it was too late, then choked and fainted in the binding, suffocating walls of dust anything caught in comes in, get its soul sucked out of the body. So what we can conclude it that we are getting an ominous experience. We are studying the injuries which can be faced, and even what is the main thing in it is that we are not known that Nasir will be saved or not saved. Nasir's life is also on danger. So we are not known about it. Nasir's life is also in danger in this. So now stylistic components, we should read some of the stylistic components. Protagonist, I have already told you who is protagonist here. Nasir. Nasir is protagonist here. Second, setting. Giza and the Khamsin are the setting. These two are the two important setting of it. What we learn about the time of the day, the history of region and the legend of Khamsin, what happened. We claim an account to read it. Goal, the goal is not made yet clear because it involves the coming storm. The goal is not, the storm is going to, we don't know what is going to happen. Obstacle, possibly the Khamsin. What is an obstacle? Khamsin, the first line, what was the heading? Dry winds on the rise, Khamsin may hit Giza. So what will hit Giza? Khamsin will hit Giza. Climax, we don't know that Nasir will survive because of this storm or not. We are not sure, students. We are not yet sure that that Nasir will survive of this storm or not. Resolution, not clear yet because this is not the proper essay. It is just an, it is an introductory passage of a short story. Okay, student. So now I have given you many kinds of examples. I hope everything is clear to you. You have explained you what is an essay writing, types of essay writing, how you have to write an essay, how you have to start an essay, how you have to end an essay. Hope everything is clear to you. And on page number, finish the story. How do you think it will end? So this is the same story. You have to continue about the Nasir. Now you have to continue it that then this kind of things the people were facing, these kinds of danger, and you can give a happy ending or a bad ending. The author was a kind of fondness of metaphors. Can you identify them? Metaphors you have already explained you, है ना? So you can write and identify the metaphors here. Okay. Now on page number 88, a very important thing is given that how would you rewrite the story in a positive manner? Now you can use a good tone here. You can rewrite the story, the same story in a positive manner. That how can you rewrite it? That Nasir was being strong at that time also. Nasir was not afraid of them. The people, the government was helping them. So this is how you can twist the story from a negative way through a positive way. So okay, dear student, I hope essay writing is more clear to you now, and just keep practicing it, and that's all. It's over. My lecture is going to be over now. Just try to practice it. It is very important, students, because your exam is going to come, and if you are getting any kind of problems or any kind of query, you can ask me and try to essay is a very simple thing and you can get good amount of marks from it. So please practice it in your homes. Okay, student, bye. Take care, stay home, stay safe, and keep the surroundings safe. Bye.